This is exactly right.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models,
including the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid.
Plus, there's the bold and stylish Elantra loaded with the latest tech.
Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or the Ioniq 9.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye.
Hello.
And welcome
to My Favorite Murder,
the Minisode,
where we read you your stories.
Do you like emails? Want to hear 6?
Did you just get off a long day of work and you want to be read more emails?
You're like, you know what I didn't get enough of today in my 9 to 5? Emails.
Emails. That's right. Well, here we are.
Here we are. That's why our tagline of the Minisode is, it could have been an email. And it is. Here we go.
I have a real hometown, and it was a cold case. Should I go first with a heavy hitter?
Kick it off.
Okay. Good evening, lovely ladies et al. Well, technically my hometown is Fremont, California. It says, happiest city in the U.S. I didn't make that up. I spent well over a decade in nearby Pleasanton. It's all the name implies. Also, I didn't make that up. And this is all near where you grew up, right?
This is East Bay, yeah. These are all the suburbs. My roommate, Christy Ward, was from Fremont.
Okay.
So I heard a lot about these places. I don't know anything about them. I just heard what she told me about them.
Okay. Well, then also it says, and Dublin, home of the federal women's prison, recently shut down due to rampant sex abuse by the staff. I really can't make this stuff up.
Jesus. I didn't hear about that. That's horrible.
It says, anywho, I'm not saying that to you.
You should,
Anywho, not a whole lot happens in this East Bay community. However, in 1984, 14-year-old Tina Fales was murdered while walking home from Foothill High School in Pleasanton using a shortcut that ran under Interstate 680. I totally remember this, Forensic Files. She was found in a drainage culvert having been stabbed 44 times. I know, 14. One odd piece of evidence was her purse having been tossed into a tree. There were several viable suspects, including her mom's super creepy boyfriend, but nothing that panned out, and the case went cold for decades. Fast forward to 2007, and a pregnant detective on light duty started taking up cold cases. Pregnant detective is the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard of.
That's called Fargo, baby. That's like America loves a pregnant detective / cop / lady that's going to take care of business.
Yeah, it's such a like juxtaposition going on. We love it.
Yes.
She sent the purse for DNA testing, which wasn't available at the time of the murder, and it came back to classmate Stephen Carlson. Stephen had been bullied in school, and that day was beat up and thrown into a dumpster, and in a fit of rage, took it out on Tina when they crossed paths. Just tragedy. That purse being tossed in the tree, apparently Stephen tossed it up there to mark where her body was left, as he could see the treetop from sitting on his rooftop. I know, chilling. The case was depicted on a 2017 episode of Cold Case Files. He was convicted in 2014, still claiming innocence. However, 5 years later, wrote 3 letters to the family admitting guilt and feigning remorse. But the family isn't buying it. Can't say I blame them. They waited 30 years for justice.
Yeah.
Thanks for making my long East Bay commute more bearable. And if you're feeling blue, come visit us in Fremont, where apparently we are overjoyed to be here. Fun fact, Fremont's Niles district was Hollywood before there was a Hollywood. Shout out to Charlie Chaplin and SNA Studios. Stay sexy, Becky.
That is a classic hometown. And it also is the hometown in the way of so many of these stories are young women being just having their lives ripped away because of some angry man or man boy.
Right.
And it is like the saddest part of a classic hometown is just, it's always that same story.
And we're not even safe walking during the day. We're not even safe walking during the day. It's just, that bothers me so fucking much. Okay.
Self-defense class, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a little nice turn. The subject line of this email is, I'm the archivist in Lucy Nichols' hometown. So like Lucy Nichols was a Civil War nurse that I told you about that went and joined the regiment. Okay, so
yes.
It says, Karen and Georgia, I've been a fan of the podcast since your early days and just about lost my mind when I heard you say Lucy Nichols' name. I'm the archivist for the Floyd County Library, the public library system in New Albany, Indiana, where Lucy Nichols lived after the Civil War and where the 21st Indiana Regiment was from. The museum where Lucy's exhibit is on display is actually a branch of our library system, formerly named the Carnegie Center for Art and History, now named the Cultural Arts Center. Lucy's story is a cherished part of our city's history, and we're currently working on making some much-needed updates to the 13-year-old exhibit to preserve the historic documents on display and tell her story in a more inclusive way. If any listeners are interested in learning more, please come visit us. I'm grateful to you both and the Exactly Right team for giving this important history a broader platform, especially when libraries, archives, and museums are facing increasing pressure to remove and suppress powerful stories like these. I mean, you've got to be fucking kidding me. It's like they already have been suppressed.
Right.
We're not doing it again.
No, we're not doubling down.
Extreme funding cuts at the federal level and at the state level in Indiana are making it more and more difficult for us to operate. But without these critical institutions and people who run them, Lucy's story and many others would have been lost to time. Stay sexy and remember that Black history is American history. Allison K. And then it says, P.S. If you're ever in the Louisville area, I'd love to show you some of the creepy, cool things in our archives, like our 19th century post-mortem photographs.
Oh my God.
From the 1800s. I can even give you a tour of the haunted old library attic. And then there's the little smiley face made out of a colon.
Oh my God. BRB getting a plane ticket now.
I mean, here's the thing, though. This is what's beautiful. Like, if you live in Indiana, make a little weekend trip so that you can go to the Floyd County Library and go see this stuff and support it, and or figure out a way to become a part of it. And like, that's how we make it so that nothing disappears. That's how we fight it. It's just people start showing up and repping for all these places.
Love it.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye.
Summer means a whole new world for your feet.
They're walking more, sweating more, and going barefoot all day long.
For summer feet that need real comfort, there's Bombas.
Bombas has a whole line of sport-specific socks for golf, yoga, the gym, and every kind of runner.
They also make soft, supportive compression socks that are especially great for summer travel.
Bombas sandals and slides are made from super lightweight, cushy, waterproof EVA foam, so they feel incredibly comfortable.
And the best part? For every item you buy, Bombas donates an essential clothing item to someone facing housing insecurity, with over 200 million donations and counting.
I wore my Bombas compression socks on the plane ride to and from Italy. And listen, I'm a girl of a certain age at this point. It needs to be done. And I felt so comfy and so secure with my cute little Bombas socks.
So head over to bombas.com/MFM and use code MFM for 20% off your first purchase.
That's BOMBAS.com/MFM, code MFM at checkout.
Goodbye.
Okay, this one's called, well, I'm not going to read you the title.
Okay.
No, I am, because it says it immediately. Summer ghost story, you say?
Oh, great.
Hi, Karen in Georgia. Animals, exactly right, crew, and the memory of Steven's mustache.
Oh,
I was listening to Minisode 441, and you asked for more summertime ghost stories. I have exactly that. My dad worked for the U.S. Forest Service in the mountains of Montana when I was a kid. We lived on a compound which consisted of the ranger station, fire station, and 3 houses available for rent by employees. I mean, wow. To be a kid, then, that sounds incredible.
where it's like your backyard is the forest.
Yeah, you're free range. It was very secluded and so far north, it was practically Canada. My parents had a huge vegetable garden and my dad built a greenhouse for the tomatoes. The walls were made of thick plastic nailed to a wooden frame. When I was around 5, I was playing with this little boy named Thomas. My mom watched him during the workday. Now, Thomas was about my age, but more, shall we say, precocious than I was. And then it says he was a little shit. He was always full of ideas, some good, some definitely not good. And I was already a tiny people pleaser, so I usually went along with every scheme he came up with. Hi.
Always full of ideas is literally how I was described for my entire childhood.
He's just got a big imagination and a lot of ideas.
What if we go on the roof and throw pennies down at the cat? It's always that shit.
I know they told us not to do this because this would happen, but what if that didn't happen and this happened?
We go down to the store, we get a bunch of candy, we put it in a bowl. Ideas.
It was the early 90s when children were free roaming, so we were often outside with no supervision. One day we were playing in the greenhouse because it was a very chilly morning and the greenhouse was nice and warm inside. My dad had just put up the plastic for the upcoming planting season and had left an old rusty can of leftover nails inside. That's on him, dude. That's on him.
I don't know. What should we do with these things that absolutely will give you tetanus if you come anywhere near them?
It's pretty much child level.
Yeah.
Thomas wanted to know if the nails were strong enough to poke holes in the thick plastic. Turns out they sure were. And they made a super satisfying noise when they poked through. I knew we were doing something naughty, but I joined anyway. Together, we had a merry time poking probably hundreds of holes in the plastic. Oh my God, we drew on my neighbor's kitchen walls once. My parents were rightly super mad when they saw it, and I got in huge trouble. I don't remember Thomas getting in trouble, but that wasn't weird to me because he wasn't their kid. We got in trouble several times that summer for doing things like sneaking down to the lake without a grown-up, but that moment with the greenhouse is the clearest in my memory. When I was about 12, I randomly remembered Thomas. As I was thinking about him, a lot of questions came up. Where were his parents? How did he get to our house every day? I could picture him clearly and remembered playing and talking with him, but I couldn't recall any other details. So I asked my mom how we knew Thomas and why she watched him every day. She had no idea what I was talking about.
What?
I started describing him, trying to jog her memory, but she had no idea who he was and insisted we never watched a little boy named Thomas. She told me it must have been a dream. That didn't feel right, but I eventually conceded because what other option was there? Plus, my dad always had his giant video camera out recording every moment, and there was no footage of a little boy named Thomas during that time. I thought about it every few years for the next couple of decades. I could still picture Thomas so clearly, but then I'd shrug and repeat what my mom said, must have been a dream. It wasn't until a few years ago that it hit me. Thomas always just appeared. I never remembered him being dropped off or picked up. We were always alone outside together. He never came inside the house. No one else remembers him. And the detail that made my blood turn to ice was that he always wore the same old-fashioned clothes.
Oh, no.
Brown linen overalls rolled up to his knees, a white linen shirt, a straw hat, and his feet were bare.
He's dressed like Tom Sawyer.
Exactly. He looked like a kid who had stepped out of a Western movie set in the 1800s.
Oh, fuck.
I whipped out my phone and sent a text to my mom. Did a friend and I ever poke holes in Dad's greenhouse when I was a kid? Her response gave me chills. You did, but you were by yourself.
Fuck.
I think I spent all summer playing with a goddamn ghost child.
Yeah, you did. You did. You actually did.
Thank you for keeping me company as I draw or clean my house. I'm an artist and author, and I can't tell you how many times I paused while writing my dark stories full of trauma and violence and thought, am I okay? Then I'll listen to you two tell stories about real life people doing real life things that are far worse than anything I can imagine, and I feel a lot better. Stay sexy and don't get into mischief with a ghost child. Kelsey.
Kelsey, I have really bad news. We're not real either. Kelsey, this whole time,
Call your mom. This was a dream.
This is a dream podcast. This whole thing is of your imagination. Thank you for creating us, Kelsey.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
It's so funny. Okay, well, I'll go with that theme.
Okay.
Which is also partly the theme of my last email and then your last email. Because it says, well, I won't read you the subject line. It just starts in all caps. OMG, ladies, with 4 exclamation points. All still in all caps. I am going to lose my mind, 4 exclamation points. Then at normal writing, it says, let me start with saying y'all are great and have kept me company throughout college, getting married, and being an elementary school teacher. Hell yes. Thank you for your service.
Bless your heart.
I just listened to episode 438, Those Pants, That Hand. Truly one of our best titles of all time.
Yeah.
And freaked out. I mean, tapping my husband's leg, pausing the episode to agree with your statements, saying what you were going to say. Just imagine a man watching the Super Bowl or something like that. And then all caps. Anyways, I am not only, this whole thing is all caps. I am not only from and grew up in Alexander City, Alabama, but I grew up with both Willie Maxwell and Tom Radney's grandkids.
Whoa.
So that was the murderous Reverend and his lawyer, and then later other people's lawyer.
The grandkids. Holy shit.
The grandkids. So it says, but FYI, we refer to it as LX City.
Oh.
So you know the Murdoch murders, and it was Alec Murdoch, even though it looked like it said Alec.
Yeah.
It's like the way they pronounce it, I think, in the South or there.
Good.
So I should have been saying Alec City the whole time.
We're not in the South, though, are we?
During our senior year of high school, the TV show Paranormal Witness did an episode on Willie Maxwell and his former house. I think someone had moved into the house, and of course, some shit got weird. Not entirely sure the details of it, but it did air on TV. And that has 4 exclamation points at the end as well.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. It was the talk of my high school. Anytime a thing happens in your town, so in Petaluma, it's a very kind of traditional, a lot of Victorian houses and stuff. So when I was in high school, they filmed Peggy Sue Got Married, which was
way.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Yeah. So Laura and her friend Adrian sat outside of Adrian's house and watched Nicolas Cage and watched them do a whole exterior scene on the street outside of like our church, essentially.
That's amazing.
That was the rage. Okay. So we're back into the email. And I'm almost certain the grandson would have parties on his grandfather's old property. We don't know which grandson she means. I think it's Willie Maxwell's. Yeah, because that's what she was just talking about. Okay. I never went because even as a stupid teenager, I knew not to fuck with the paranormal. And all caps, exclamation point. My mom grew up in Alexander City and all caps remembers all of this happening.
Holy shit.
She was 14 when Harper Lee moved up to LX City and can still remember the rumors that creep through our small town. I know it was a long read. It really wasn't. But I have thought about sending you an email about Willie Maxwell for so long, but never had the time or a researcher. And then in parentheses, it says, shout out to y'alls, to put pen to paper, or I guess fingers to keys. Anyways, stay sexy and maybe don't go to a high school party that's at a former alleged murderer's property. And then it just is -J, she, her.
Wow.
A local.
I think I'd still go to the party. Would you go to the party?
I would absolutely be at the party early. I'd be like, do you need me to set up the area where we do Jägermeister shots? I'll do that.
Can I sage the Jägermeister shots? Would be Karen.
I want to make it all okay for everybody. And I think the way we do this is Jägermeister shots.
Let's have a seance around Jell-O shots.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold.
Goodbye.
My last one is not going to tell you. Hello, MFM fam. Recently on a Minisode, you asked for childhood snake stories. Okay, it's called snake story. Fuck. My 12-year-old daughter, who listens religiously with me, too young, question mark, said, Mom, your moment has come. So cute. My fear of snakes is legendary. I had night terrors for years about snakes and would wake up my entire household with my psychotic shrieking. I once pushed my pregnant friend in front of me when I saw a baby garter snake on a hike, and her children have never let me live it down.
Nor should they.
No.
You go first. You and your baby take the hit for us.
The first thing my own children learned from me is that if we see a snake, they better learn to take care of themselves because I will be, all caps, gone.
Yeah.
The root of this fear is no mystery at all. It began with the following story. It was 1993 and I was 7 years old, minding my own business, taking a bath. I was a 7-year-old minding her own business.
Do.
Yeah. I was enjoying the silky soft feeling of my hair under the water after using Finesse conditioner. Oh my God, Finesse.
When you said Finesse conditioner, I could smell it. It was pink pearlescent and it was the best smelling shampoo.
It smelled so good. I bet it was made of toxicity.
I bet it was like lye. I bet it literally was just like the worst thing you could put on your scalp.
Absolutely, but it smelled amazing. When I heard a soft rustling sound on the bathroom floor, I hope Vince isn't listening to this.
Oh yeah, he hates it.
I had my head in the water, so my ears were muffled, and when I sat up, I could hear it more clearly. I peeked over the side of the tub to see a snake slithering on the floor a few feet away.
What the fuck?
A real snake. This is not a ghost snake.
No. The scariest of all, ghost snakes.
Oh my God. When it saw me, it did that freaky ass thing snakes do where they can rear up and lift their body off the ground.
Like a fucking cobra? Like a king cobra?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
It lifted its little head up and was waving side to side and hissing. It was just a garter snake. And probably not that big, but in my memory, it was basically an anaconda.
Yes.
I absolutely lost my shit, screaming and crying and all out panicking because I was trapped and the door was locked. And I was naked, which somehow made it seem even more life-threatening.
It is.
You're just totally, like, what's the word? You're totally
Exposed, vulnerable.
Exposed and vulnerable.
Yep.
My mom started banging on the door, asking me what the actual fuck was going on, and I couldn't even answer. Someone finally got one of those lock-picking things that you shove into the doorknob to pop the lock. Can you imagine
a butter
the parents?
knife?
Yeah, right. Just kick the door down. Your child is screaming in a locked bathtub.
Who let this child lock the fucking bath? Okay, whatever.
No, there were no locked doors in my fucking house. Don't you dare. No.
But also in our house, and no accusations or anything, but they were all those kind of modern, like empty doors. It was like so the locks were truly just like a slit that if you stuck a butter knife in it and turned it, you could open the lock.
I feel some sisterly animosity going on.
There was all kinds of lack of respect for locks.
And my entire family rushed in to help me. The humiliation and the terror combined and absolutely altered my brain chemistry, of course. I have never been the same since. How did the snake get into our second-story bathroom, you ask? My 4-year-old brother thought it would be a funny prank and slipped it under the door to scare me. His little self was absolutely sobbing when he realized how much of a shitstorm he had caused. I almost felt bad for him. P.S. Thank you for getting me through nursing school during the pandemic with 3 small kids. You truly provided my calming escape. And you inspired my daughter to start martial arts when you talked about the 13-year-old girl who broke her kidnapper's ankle with jujitsu.
Yes.
You're helping me raise the next generation to be even smarter and more badass. Thank you. Stay sexy and make your little brother pay for your therapy. Shanna, like banana, she, her.
Shanna, that was epic. And also, what garter snake rises up like that and hisses? Like,
yeah. The little boy had to go run into the yard and find it, first of all.
Yeah.
Like that is premeditated.
I was kind of obsessed with this when Nora was growing up, where it's like, what's the thing that's going to do this to her in some way? The way it all happened to all of us. Everyone has a garter snake-like experience.
Yeah. My nephew once closed Micah when he was little, closed his little fingers in like a closet thing. And I'm like, he's going to remember that for the rest of his life and be afraid of like these kind of doors. And it's my fault. It was awful. He was screaming. I mean,
So awful. I had the same experience, only I closed Nora's fingers into a drawer like that. And I even saying it makes me sick to my stomach the way it did at the time, where it was just off. And it was like being like an old drawer that we couldn't get closed.
Yeah.
And finally I got it done. She was holding us.
Sam, it was like one of those like, folding door, like closets. And he just like,
right.
And he couldn't talk yet, but he knew what words were. So he was just babbling nonsense words. Oh my God.
Okay, wait,
he's fine.
I'll erase it for you right now as you
look
look.
at it. Finesse.
Original Finesse bottles.
Blue.
There we go.
Beautiful.
But the actual shampoo, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was pink when it came out of that bottle.
It smelled good no matter what.
Oh, those 2 Finesse bottles cost $44 because it's basically like people are bidding on them.
Dude, estate sales are where it's at.
Okay, so here's my last one. And it says, hometown, sharks are bad for business. So we've now, I think, thematically really followed each other in this thing because we've gone reptilian and now we're going to the apex predator. You think snakes are bad.
Yeah.
Let's talk about sharks.
Okay.
And then it just says, ladies, where do I even begin? Maybe back in 2016 when I had binged cereal and needed something murdery to fill my void. And boy, did you deliver. So yes.
Man, we really got that timing right, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. It says, so yes, that would make me a day one listener.
Hey.
Hell yeah. That said, after hearing episode 443 about the New Jersey shark attacks, I knew it was time for my email to shine. In parentheses, it says, and to resend, hoping this time it gets through. In the summer of 2006, my best friend and her family were on our weekly beach trip to the Gulf Coast, locally known as 30A. It was the perfect summer day with a slack tide. The ocean was clear blue without a single wave, so we took our gas station neon floats out to sea. Oh my God.
Nah, I'll be sunbathing if you need me.
See you later. Good luck on your plastic floats that could get you really far and then absolutely just pop and leave you there.
You look sexy in your death wish. Bye.
Bye. The water was so perfect, in fact, that we kept making jokes about how we could see the shadows of our floats on the bottom of the seafloor until ...
I forgot there's a shark. Fuck.
Right? My friend's dad, and then in parentheses it says, who was a jokester 99.9% of the time, sternly said, girls, stop moving now. We immediately pulled our limbs out of the water and peered over the edge of our floats. So basically, it's like a little floating bed thing. I was thinking of the arm floaties, but actually they're
like a chaise lamp. What are those called? Yeah.
Yeah. I think, just like more of a chair or a bed as opposed to just the individuals. Okay.
Got
it. So they have to pull their legs up and their arms up.
Oh, no.
It should also be mentioned that my friend's little sister wasn't in a full-length float, but rather in an inner tube, fully exposed.
Oh, I just look like a delicious turtle to that shark. Right? That's what they say. That's why you pull your limbs in. It looks like a fucking turtle. And it's like, yum. Crunchy on the outside.
Pistachio cream on the inside.
Right. But it's not a turtle.
It's not. Okay. As we look down, a family of 5 hammerhead sharks are circling beneath us. I think hammerheads are okay, though.
I know. I was just thinking, like, at least it wasn't a real shark. But I don't know anything.
Same. It's like you wouldn't care. It's a prehistoric predator that's at the top of the food chain.
And it looks fucking insane. So
insane. The way their eyes are way out to the side.
It's like a nightmare. What happened?
It's crazy. Not to eye shame you, hammerhead shark, but God, get it together. The next few minutes...
Evolve already, would you?
Evolve for the next 10 million years, please. What if it's like a hammerhead shark, but then their eyes evolve close together?
Oh, no. So just still have the hammerhead, but there was no reason for that to... Okay. Stop.
It evolves into a Phillips head. The next few minutes were in slow motion. I remember looking to the shore and seeing everyone pointing with one hand and covering their mouths with the other.
No.
Worst kind of pointing.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, the sharks moseyed on about their business, and we frantically made our way back to shore. So they just had to sit there floating above.
Yeah.
Once we made it back, Steve, the chair and umbrella salesman, made his way through the crowd yelling, "Whew, those manatees sure were friendly. No worries, folks. Those weren't sharks, just some friendly manatees." He then turned to us with a wink and said, "Sharks are bad for business. Keep it on the down low."
No.
Hey, Steve. What's up, Steve?
Steve, it's all on you. Hope your conscience is something.
Steve, have you seen the film Jaws? Because that's you are literally
you are the
playing
villain.
the mayor.
You're
the mayor.
Villain in the.
Yep. Let's keep those beaches open.
Yeah.
This summertime. Okay. I think Molly just told me it's Jaws' 50th anniversary.
That's right.
50th. Yeah. Perfect. 50. To this day, we are still scarred and never miss the chance to reminisce when we're all together. Stay sexy and know the difference between sharks and manatees. Sam, she, her. Oh, Sam, that was epic.
Good one. Great one. Good one. Love a shark story. Tell us your scary ocean story or beach story. We love those.
Yes, perfect. Like a scary summertime story.
Yeah.
We're getting into that summertime vibe.
Totally. Well, that was fun. Hey, you guys, if you like these stories and you want more of them, guess what? Go to the fan cult. There are like hundreds of episodes of minisodes where we each read one email per episode. So if you're bored and you want to check that out, go to myfavoritemurder.com and join the fan cult.
Well, thank you for listening. We love you.
We do.
Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered. Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producers are Alejandra Keck and Molly Smith.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squillaci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram at myfavoritemurder.
Listen to My Favorite Murder on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And now you can watch us on Exactly Right's YouTube page. And while you're there, please like and subscribe.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping, and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Eric, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. Our prestige salon-quality hair color delivers gorgeous, multi-dimensional color and 100% gray coverage. Color at home or visit one of our 95-plus hair color bars nationwide and let our licensed pros do it for you. Visit madison-reed.com today and join more than 5 million women who've made the switch. Confident, bold, unstoppable. That's the power of Madison Reed.